Welcome everyone to the challenge vlog with me, Taylor. Look at that friend who just got into my trap. Help me! Hey Julie, having fun playing with water? But this challenge is way too dangerous. I don't have the guts to do it. She dived down. So I tricked my friend Julie into doing it for me. I'm so curious to see what she's gonna look like when she finds out she was fooled. Why hasn't she come up yet? Julie! While everything was going smoothly, Julie disappeared. That challenge vlog failed too. Taylor? Taylor! This time, I've returned with 2 new friends. The first is Kathy. Hey, what are you doing? Focus. Nothing. Taylor, do you feel like the yacht is tilting? Listen to that poor soul. First time ever on a yacht. The other one is David, and he's my crush.
Oh my god, the yacht's cracked!
Oh yeah, just like I expected. The yacht's flipped. Help me! Of course, I already prepared for a situation like this. You have no experience with this kind of activity. You can't just swim over here? I just wanted to tease my friend a little, but in the end, it was my crush who had to save her by himself. Okay, we'll rest here for now. We drifted onto some kind of desert island. From now on, we gotta figure out a way to survive on this island. Just relax. Kathy jumped right into finding food on the island. How naive! She really thought there was something edible on this place? But how on earth does my crush keep following her? What's so good about her? I'm the only one who knows about this island. Why? Because I've already been on this island. And I've also hidden all the food away. Guess what I just found? Compared to the snacks I got, those wild fruits Kathy brought back are literally nothing. Are you trying to feed us this so we get food poisoning? What about you? Where do you find snacks like this on a desert island? Like, where? How come someone with 0 experience like you can understand this?
I also have 0 experience drifting onto a desert island. Not bad, right?
Oh god, even my crush is turning so silly. But what can I do now? I need them for my vlog. Follow me.
How can you find this place?
I brought them to a big cave. Are you sure this place is safe to stay? Just trust me. This is where I stayed with Julie before. Huh? Look, there are things we can use here. It looks like the hair clip you used to have. Maybe I just dropped it. This hair clip is Julie's. It matches mine. Why is it here? Why did you leave me behind? Why? Taylor? Taylor! Oh my god, I just had a nightmare. Are you all right? Is it Julie? Huh? The text's over there. You finally came to find me.
It looks new. These texts weren't here while I was on guard.
It's the first time I've seen it too. I'll go to the waterfall first. Don't forget, we have a date to hang out at the waterfall. Hello guys, today I'm gonna do the Saving Doll Challenge. I decided to get my mind together. I came here to do the challenge for my viewers. Who's there? Ever since I got onto this island, I've always felt like someone's been watching me. I just tried to ignore it over and over again, until now, when I threw the doll into the water just like I planned. And I saw it with my own eyes. Something just dragged it into the water. I'm still trying to process what just happened. That doll can float. If it sank, then something had to drag it underwater. Julie, it could only be Julie. I need to get out of here, now. Where do you think you're going? How did you know that there's a waterfall on a desert island like this? Come here! And so, Kathy kept me here, but now I can no longer think about that vlog. Look what I just found! Those strange things keep showing up. Kathy just picked a pink dress out of the water. It's Julie's! Why is there a dress here? This is the dress she wore that day. Julie has come to this place. No, she's always been here, waiting for me. Hey, what's wrong with you? I just want to leave this island, but David and Kathy are still here. I can't let them suspect anything. So I decided to throw away Julie's stuff. I don't want to see anything related to Julie. She's already gone, so it's better if it stays gone. Don't bother me anymore. I just want to get rid of everything, but it's not easy. Those things of Julie's that I want to throw away are trying to take me to her. It's Julie's hand? It's so cold. She came to find me.
Finally, we meet again.
The memory of that day that I've tried to bury. You said we'd go on an adventure here? Yes! It took me forever to find this desert island. I actually came here to do a challenge from my viewers.
What challenge?
I asked Julie to go with me for the challenge to get more views on my vlog channel. Look! All Julie ever thinks is that this is just a normal hangout. I told you, there's a waterfall here! There's someone! She doesn't know anything because I set up everything to make Julie the one to do the challenge. She jumped into the waterfall while I stood here filming it. Well, the challenge was done. Easily.
You lied to me?
I didn't mind it. Julie is better at swimming than me. It's just a little joke. How bad could it be, right? But bad luck is something you can never expect. A skilled swimmer like Julie could just disappear into the sea. Julie! I was so panicked that I just ran away without even thinking. I don't even know where she is, and made up a story to hide what really happened to Julie. She was the one who left without telling me. Why didn't you save me back then? But now she's come looking for me. I ran away because I was scared. Then I slipped. I'm about to fall into the waterfall. What should I do now? I can't even swim. Help me! Kathy! David! So this is what it feels like. The desperation when you're sinking underwater. I was lucky that David saved me. And now I understand what Julie felt back then. So, doing the challenge on your own isn't too bad, huh? You! Isn't that Kathy? Now that I'm noticing it, Kathy really does look a lot like Julie. All I need is to take off my glasses and put on some makeup, and you wouldn't even be able to tell who I am. I knew that you would be fine.
It was because I saved her.
You? Did you really think someone who is already exhausted could just swim back to shore?
You tricked me. You made me jump into that waterfall. I almost didn't make it out alive.
It was all because of a stupid challenge. As long as I finish this challenge, I'll be famous. I'll give you half of the money I get from this. You still want to keep doing this? Give it up. I'll show everyone who you really are. Kathy was right. Just because I want to be famous, I hurt my friends. I'll definitely have to pay for this crazy vlog.
Welcome, players, to Squid Game.
Those were the first words heard by Alex, Vivian, and me upon arrival. My name is Louisa, player 001.
Each of you carries a terrible crime.
This must be the Game Master. He said that whoever won this twisted game would have all of their past crimes completely erased. But the price of losing wasn't just shame or failure. It was death. I have a strong feeling that he was referring to the terrible accident that happened exactly 1 year ago. The one that turned our lives upside down and left all three of us as prime suspects. Before we could understand, the game began. Walls rose, and suddenly we stood back at the crime scene from 1 year ago. A year ago, I found Mooney lying in the flower garden just like this. She looked like she was just sleeping. But we all know Mooney is gone. As we stood frozen, confused, the Game Master asked a question.
Who is the culprit?
Alex, aka Player 002, always hot-tempered, insisted it wasn't him.
Perhaps you've all forgotten what happened that day. I'll let you relive it once more.
According to what he told us, we were going to relive everything that had happened, but this time through the fragmented, haunting lens of Vivian's memory. Player 003. Whatever she saw, felt, or feared, we would feel it too. No matter how many times I return to this day in my memory, the scene before me still shakes me to the core. Mooney? There she was, alive and well, standing right in front of us. This was the night before the accident.
We had to repeat every action exactly as it happened. Anyone who altered the past would be eliminated.
Since this was Vivian's memory, I knew she'd be reapplying her makeup. And Alex? He'd grab drinks, then sneak a moment alone with her.
Vivian, your lipstick, it's smudged.
Mooney always noticed the little things about Vivian, like her lipstick. But now, we had to keep the night moving forward, just like before. That meant playing Truth or Dare again, to uncover the truth hidden in plain sight. Mooney went first. She sat nervously, eyes flicking between us, and chose Truth. Alex whispered a question into Vivian's ear, grinning like it was all a prank.
Do you like someone here?
Huh? As expected, Mooney said yes. But Vivian didn't like that answer at all. She saw Mooney as a threat to her relationship. She even mocked her.
They say best friends often have the same type. Don't tell me you like my boyfriend.
Mooney must have felt crushed, so I quickly stepped in to change the subject. Our game continued. Next, it was my turn. I also picked truth.
Between me, Mooney, and Vivian, rank us. Love, marry.
Alex always asked the most shallow questions. Still, I answered I'd marry Vivian. I'd love, not Mooney, but that jerk Alex. I didn't want to say it, but I couldn't answer any other way, because
So you want to Mooney, huh? Interesting. She said she'd you, Mooney.
I didn't understand why Alex always hovered around Mooney, but it made Vivian's jealousy worse and worse. That night, after everyone had gone to sleep, someone woke Vivian up. We all knew this conversation wasn't going to end well.
What do you want to talk about?
Break up with Alex.
It was the last thing Vivian wanted to hear.
So you can be with him instead?
No, Vivian.
She wanted to explain, but didn't know where to start, especially not when Vivian had her backed up against the railing.
How could you betray me like this?
Just as Vivian shoved her shoulder, the screen froze, especially not when Vivian had her backed up against the railing. Her memory ended there. We didn't know what happened after that push, but the truth, that Mooney fell from above and Vivian's actions made Alex certain she was the...
Make your choice.
Alex didn't hesitate. His love for Vivian meant nothing compared to getting out alive. If Alex was right, the door in front of him would lead to freedom. But behind him stood Younghee, the doll. By the time Alex realized he'd chosen wrong, it was already too late. Thanks to him, we learned the consequence of guessing wrong. After his elimination, we were shown his memories. And I knew Vivian would now accuse me. In Alex's memory, Mooney kept staring at her phone. Alex, always cruel, took advantage. He'd found out Mooney's secret feelings for Vivian. And that jerk used it to touch her, even while he was dating Vivian.
Tell her and I'll expose you. She'll hate you, and your friendship will be over.
What are you two doing? That's what I said when I caught them after finding the bottle. All this time, I had no idea what Mooney was feeling, nor what Alex had done to her.
So if I didn't, Mooney,
Up until this point, the only thing Vivian cared about
was you. You were innocent.
escaping. That was all she had on her mind. I'd never seen Vivian run that fast.
I'm innocent. I'm finally getting out of here.
But it seemed, this time, Vivian guessed wrong. I saw that look in her eyes, pure confusion. She still couldn't believe it. If I wasn't the... Then who? But that was the trick. The question, who is the... was never meant to be answered between the three of us. Because the truth is, between me, Vivian, and Alex, there was no real game master either. Only me. I created this entire game, just to answer one question. Why did Mooney jump? Why did she end her own life? Was it because the person she loved was already with someone else? Because the feelings she held for her best friend could never be revealed, just like mine? Or was it because Mooney, despite all of Alex's threats, still chose to sacrifice her own friendship with Vivian just to protect her one last time? But in the end, she was misunderstood, hated by the very person she loved. And so Mooney was left here, lying silently in this lonely flower garden. If only that night I had stopped her. If I had told Mooney how I truly felt, that I had always loved her too, would things have turned out differently? Since I was a child, I always had to wear a box over my head, because I didn't look like the other kids around me. In our world, I was the only one with strange parts on my face, parts my mother called eyes and a nose. She told me never to take off the box, and never to let anyone know I had eyes and a nose. I didn't understand why I was so different. Then one day, she took off the necklace she always wore and handed it to me.
One day you'll understand. But for now, if your face is revealed, we'll be in danger.
I kept touching that necklace, as if to remind myself not to forget what my mother had said. But that day, I couldn't take it anymore. That haunted lake, rumored to be cursed, was abandoned. So I thought, just once I wanted to see myself, truly. I thought no one would be there, but I didn't know. A drone was silently watching me. I heard a strange buzzing sound. When I turned back, there were only still trees, as if nothing had happened. But what I did was recorded and sent to someone who also had a face like mine, with eyes and a nose, and he didn't seem pleased by what he saw. When I got home, I finally understood what my mother meant by danger. When I arrived, our entire house had been destroyed. I immediately ran inside and found her. She was lying there, her body fragile, but her eyes still filled with urgency, like she was holding on to me one last time. She said, "Pull the spine of the third book on the shelf and I'll find a hidden escape route." How could I leave her behind? But the ones who had destroyed our home had returned. With her last bit of strength, she pushed me out of the room. Immediately, 3 soldiers from the president's regime stormed in. I did as my mother said, my hands trembling. I pulled the third book. I looked back one last time, only to see my mother surrounded by faceless men. Then the door slammed shut, forever. For the first time in my life, the necklace around my neck burned like fire. My mother believed in me, and now I had to follow her path. Behind that door was another world, old, dusty, but in that place were the answers to every question I'd ever asked. Maybe even the truth that I was born to parents who once had eyes, a nose, and a mouth. That woman is... The woman in the photograph was wearing a necklace just like my mother's. The person in the photo was my mother. I recognized her. I had never taken off the pendant on this necklace. But at that moment, I had the feeling that my mother had left something inside for me. Then, a projection appeared, a hologram. It was my mother.
Hello, darling. The time has come for you to know the secret of our family.
Then images followed of my parents. They were once national scientists, and my father, he had discovered a mind-wiping compound, one that could make sentient beings obedient to whoever controlled them. He likely hoped it would help in labor and production. But in the eyes of the ruler, my father's discovery was a tool for world domination. The moment I was born was also the last moment our family was whole. Back then, we looked the same. We were normal human beings. Then the danger alarm sounded, and everything was lost. Our house was raided. My mother rushed to hide me in a cupboard. When the soldiers tried to attack her, my father jumped in to stop them. That was the last time she saw him. Right after, she was injected with the mind-wiping compound. She no longer had eyes or a nose, but her consciousness remained. Because of me? Because she had been pregnant with me. I was the antigen, the key to a cure.
You are not strange. You are the answer, the cure, the hope of this world.
And now she gave me everything. The answers, the memories, and the hope. This is the last hope, the thing born with me. It's time to use it. In front of the Parliament building, I chose not to run. I wanted to end this, myself. I turned myself in. The president must have been pleased by my decision. He thought I had surrendered, but that was only the first step of the plan. I immediately injected the antidote that my mother left me into one of the staff members in the room. But then I realized that person was my father, the one I thought had vanished forever. Dad?
Huh? Dad?
He had been in a vegetative state for so long. His last memory of me was as a newborn baby. But the moment he saw my mother's necklace, he understood everything. I need you to do this for me. The president surely wanted to witness me turning into one of the faceless, so he could remain the only conscious being capable of manipulating the world. When he realized the door couldn't open, he immediately gave the order. But no matter what he did now, he couldn't stop it anymore.
Stop her now!
Just a few more seconds. Once my father finished setting up the machine, the whole world would know the truth. To release the antibodies in my body. The president was trying to break down the door. We had to hurry. My father didn't want to lose me.
I can't do this.
We have to finish what our family began. This was Mom's last wish. He understood, and he chose to believe me, just like my mother once did. And then he pressed the button.
No!
As the cure was dispersed across the globe through satellites, I didn't feel like I disappeared. I felt like I became part of everything. The one who had stolen everyone's consciousness, for the first time, had to face a crowd he could no longer control. Citizens poured into the streets protesting, demanding back everything he had buried and stolen from them. And me? Maybe I still live on in some way. Head held high, full of hope, the way my mother brought me into this world.